Yes, it makes a big difference. That's the reason I said let's come in here.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is the dining room. And you got to remember these buildings have changed purposes throughout the years. It was an actual town for about 63 years before the Hills purchased it. During that first mining boom, you would not only serve the patrons of the hotel in here, you'd also serve any miners that came in here to eat as well. With 3,000 miners here, this would be a busy building.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the configuration of the table, of course, have changed many times throughout the years. I've seen many different setups with tables and stuff in here. But anyway, for many years, this would also be the only hotel in between Mesilla and Tucson.
Wow.
Man,
You know, unless you went north to Silver City, but if you were traveling straight across from Mesilla to Tucson, this would be the only stop. Yeah, those hotel rolls are very neat.
yeah, good.
They're actually not originally from here, but they've been in here for a long time. I don't know, some kind of ghost town in Montana or something, but the same general rules would have applied.
Right.
If you should one, just get you inside my jacket.
And that's your refrigerator, because Adobe being the excellent insulator it is.
Right.
It wouldn't work as well, nearly as well as a refrigerator, but it would at least help keep things cooler than room temperature and last a little longer.
Yeah.
Your eggs would arrive in boxes like that, packed in sawdust. Of course, you have your other stuff like you have your bottles that you would put vinegar in or something along those lines.
Yeah.
You have your cheese round there. And if you have a small boy, you do have running water, you just hand him the bucket. In the corner of the building, that's the reason I don't take people upstairs.
Wow.
But we'll walk around and you can walk in those two rooms.
Oh, yeah, that's cool, that bed.
Yeah, that John Evanston died in that bed. The stagekeeper that ran the stage station next door, he got ill in 1887. At that point, the Marbles were running this building, and they took him in to try to care for him in that room, but he died of heart trouble in there in 1887. But that's when he died in, and there's pictures up on the wall on the right-hand side in here. In that room. Yeah, this is the parlor. This is the parlor. The two young ladies on the table were Emma and Ella Marble. Emma and Ella arrived here in 1882 with their family. They grew up here. Emma would later on become Emma Marble Muir, and she'd become one of the major historians here because, well, this is her history. She lived it. She'd write several articles on the history of the town. Some of them for New Mexico Magazine. And we actually have them when we get in the museum at the end of the tour. There's some of their pictures up in the museum. I mean, some of her articles in the museum, along with other pictures of her as well. Emma Muir is the one that also donated the headstone for the two that got hung in there.
Okay.
She's, her family, still lives in the area, still owns the ranch on the east side of town. Kind of been, a little bit involved with us.